first thing to talk about is posture, which has a big impact on that part of the back, the neck, the shoulders, the chest. We spend so much time during our days, whether it's driving, holding onto the steering wheel, hunched over, okay, our shoulders start to creep up, or whether it's at a desk, typing, okay, again, our posture starts to lean forward, we start to hunch our shoulders over, all things that over a long period of time end up leading to poor posture, which then has all these effects on your neck, your shoulders, your posture, your back, all leading into the next. So if you first think of your posture, if you're sitting in just a cross-legged seated position, you would want to have your ears over your shoulders, over your hips. Okay, so from that action of being hunched over, thinking of tall spine, ears over shoulders, over hips. And it might feel quite awkward as you're starting, almost as if you're leaning way back. If you slide and sit with your hips on the wall, your shoulder blades on the wall, the back of the head on the wall, that's going to help you feel really the perfect posture. Okay, so that then now you slide away from the wall, and now you're keeping that tall, long, this beautiful posture. See it from the side. Okay, you would think ears over shoulders, over hips. So that as we move through the next series of stretches, you try to keep that posture throughout. If you were to find your arms, fingers reaching toward the sky, long arms extended, nice long wide arms. And now we'll just start by going nice and slow, bringing our hands, thumbs together out in front of the nose. Okay, just going through a few rounds, starting to open up the shoulders, the chest. Maybe you notice as you bring the arms back, your shoulder blades start to squeeze together. So going through a few rounds, really warming up some of these muscles in the front of your chest, your shoulders. And then from here, the next time you find these Y arms, if you bring your hands together, interlace those fingers and bring them right behind the head. Okay, again, keeping that spine nice and long, nice and tall. Now from here, basically bringing our elbows toward each other together, and then release, reaching back with the elbows. Now just going through a few rounds. Again, starting to work into our chest, our shoulders. And maybe each time you press back, you try to reach your elbows back a little bit further. Warming up the body. Working into some of these muscles that actually sit right under the neck, but that are all interlaced, interconnected. And then from there you can release those hands down to your knees. Now again, always check in with your posture. Get tall, get long, working now just slowly into our neck. Dropping the right ear down toward the right shoulder. Okay, keeping your shoulders soft. Don't let them crunch up by the ears. Keep them soft and long, the neck long. And then lift the head back up. And then lower. Okay, working into the left side of the neck. Always thinking that the neck is long. Your posture is tall. And then now working the other side. Okay, again, soft shoulders. Don't let them crunch up by your ears as you're doing this. Just working into the long sides of the neck, those big long muscles. Take two. Be patient with me. This is my first one. All right, but so now we did some of those warm-ups for the shoulders, the chest, we did our neck. Okay, now we're gonna work more of the arms, the shoulders. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see kind of how it would look from the side angle. Okay, again, tall spine, ears over shoulders, over hips. Now from here, if you have your hands by your sides, thumbs down, reaching through the fingers, reaching back. Just a few rounds, reaching back. Okay, working. Now more of the triceps, the deltoids. All the while, take notice of the action of your shoulder blades, where they squeeze together, and trying to keep your neck long, your ears back. We'll bring our arms out to the sides as if we were making a T with the arms and having our thumbs up. Now from here, reaching back, bringing the arms back to the T and reaching back. Okay, and you can do as many sets of these as you would like, all depending on how you feel. Okay, and then the next one, now we'll turn our thumbs down. Okay, now working the same thing, notice how much farther back you can get your arms. Noticing how the shoulder blades squeeze together as our hands are brought back behind us. Okay? And then from here, now we'll take our hands, we'll bring them behind our back, and we'll actually interlace our fingers. Okay, so what we're working for here, interlace those fingers, palms together, but the thumbs are toward the body, the pinkies are away. Now see, can you lift the fists at all? And then lower. Lift the fists to lower. Okay, like I said, you can do as many of these as you would like. I would suggest, at least 5, and then as you're building strength, maybe you add a couple more each time, or maybe you just add 1 each day. Now working one arm at a time. So your left arm right now at this point can just relax. Now we'll work our right arm. First, just reaching up, thumb pointed behind us, fingers to the sky, seeing where we can get that arm. Is the bicep by the ear? And then we lower, and then we lift. Okay, maybe each time as we're reaching back, maybe we get the shoulder to loosen up a little more and our bicep comes a little bit more back toward the ear. Okay, again, doing as many as you feel you need, but I would suggest at least 5. And then kind of finding that baseline and going from there. And now working the left arm, same thing. Thumb pointed up to start, then it points behind, fingers to the sky, and lower. And you might notice you might have a greater range of motion in one side than the other. That's fine, just becoming aware of the body, how it moves, where it feels tight, where it feels loose, what side of the body feels better. Maybe it's your dominant hand, maybe it's your non-dominant hand. Body awareness. Okay, and then the last thing we'll do out of this series would be, again, we're going to work into our neck, keeping that nice tall posture, but we're going to do it with an arm bind. So if you took your left arm and brought it behind the back so that your palm was facing away, the back of your hand is on your lower back, and find the forearm, the arm, the bicep of your right arm, okay, so that we can grip onto this right arm and really anchor, basically anchor that shoulder down. Okay, so what it would look like from behind is this. All right, so that now we can stretch into our neck, while we have this bind here. And you might feel a lot of tightness on this shoulder because what we're doing is bringing the back of the hand to the back. And if you have tightness in the shoulder, it might kind of inhibit that movement a little bit. But so really holding onto this right bicep, nice tall posture, get the left neck long, ears over shoulders, and then from here, lower left ear to left shoulder. Okay, now we're anchoring down the right shoulder, really lengthening the whole side of that right neck. And then you can lift and lower. And lift and lower. Okay, really feeling long through the neck. Okay, to then release that. Now we're going to take our right arm and we're going to reach back behind the back, palm away, finding the left bicep, left forearm, left elbow, whatever you can get to start, so that we can anchor down our left shoulder. Now we sit up nice tall, we find our neck long, our spine long, our ears back over our shoulders, and then we lower the right ear to the right shoulder while we're using that arm to anchor the left shoulder down. And then you can inhale and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Okay, so that is just the first session. Like I said, move nice and slow through it. The most important thing is going to be to adjust that body, find your good posture, and go through maybe 5 reps of each of these little exercises, see how you feel, and then, if it's working, we'll go from there. And you might start to notice every time you're driving now how much you hunch, and you'll be like, geez, what am I doing? Sit up straight, sit up tall, okay? And we'll just kind of go from there. So enjoy, I hope you like it, and namaste.